Good morning, everyone. It's 6:30 here in the UK, Monday morning, and I'm with another subscribers lesson. And as you might be aware, in the subscriber lessons, only my subscribers are allowed to hop on here and talk to me. And amazingly, if you're not a subscriber and if you like to join my lesson, you're more than welcome. Hello,
Teacher, how are you, teacher?
I'm very good, and Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Waalaikumsalam.
How are you doing today?
I'm great.
Okay,
Thank you for asking.
you're very welcome. Did Hello refund your money?
No. I think it's okay, teacher. I didn't send any report, so I think it's okay.
No, they said to me they're going to refund it because of the weekend. They don't work during the weekend, so it takes 3 days, I think, 3 to 5 working days. I explained to them that this is what happened, and I realized that later that yeah, they deducted your money and they credited to my account where it says 00 minute. That means it's a
Oh,
glitch. It should mention how many minutes you were there.
oh.
Then they said, yeah, it's a glitch, so we're going to ask the IT to refund it. Okay, welcome, thanks for joining. Do you remember what we discussed? What did we discuss last week?
Actually, I don't remember, but I've written it.
You have written it. Okay, tell me, what was the topic we were discussing?
Mm, about uh zero zero
Condition.
words.
Zero
Yeah,
conditional.
yeah, zero conditional.
Then did you describe fast conditional?
Yeah, first conditional. I think today is
Second.
second conditional. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see, where is our second conditional? Okay, before I start second conditional, I've got a question for you.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can you please tell me about your daily life?
My daily life.
Hmm.
Mm. I get up at 4 a.m. and then I take a tahajjud prayer, and after that uh, I take Fajr prayer and uh, start from 5 a.m. until 7 a.m. I usually write something, either report or article, and after that I do a lot of houseworks. For example, cleaning my house, washing, ironing, and so on, cooking, and so on. And I usually accompany my son to study at 9 to 10:30 p.m. And after that, I prepare myself to go to the office,
Mhm.
and I start my office at 11 p.m. And yeah, and I go back home at 4 p.m. or yeah, the latest maybe 5 p.m. And then after that, I take care of my children, and feeding my daughter, and yeah, just play with my children, and yeah. It's kind of um, normal life as a mother when I go back to my house. I accompany my children to study and play with them, watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I I go to sleep at 11 p.m.
Okay, that's great. We've got a Canadian doctor, Dr. Mash. Welcome.
Hi,
Hello,
Dr.
teacher.
Mish.
It's
Hello, I.
it's a bit echoing, Dr. Mash.
Is it going? Okay, let me join once again, changing my microphone.
Okay. One more question. Like Professor I, yeah? You are a professor or assistant professor?
Yeah, assistant professor.
Assistant professor. Uh, you said go for tahajjud prayer.
Hmm.
Okay. Rather than tahajjud, go for we use general. I perform.
Oh, perform.
Yeah, that would be the better word rather than I go for. And do you know the difference between go back and come back? You use these words twice. I go back home, I come back home. So I'm a bit confused.
Mm.
Okay. I if you're saying I go back home, that means you're not at home at the moment, okay? So I'm going back home, guys.
Oh.
But if we are saying you're still in the house, you went outside, like you went to university, then you should say I come back home. Generally, these are the times, you know.
Mm.
All right. Remember to be
Okay.
stable in one place because you're describing how to spend your time. Obviously, at the moment you're at home, right? Are you
Mm.
at your home or are you at your university?
Right now,
Mm,
I am in my university.
okay, that's I should have mentioned that at the moment I'm in university. So I came to this university, I take lessons. You didn't mention that you take classes for your students. You
Oh, yeah,
said come. Okay, I came to the university at 11 o'clock. Then at 5 p.m. I go back home.
yeah, yeah. I miss
Yeah,
the activities.
yeah. Remember, you need to mention the activities, and also
Yeah,
in household, you mentioned quite a lot of things. You know, chores. Have you heard the word chore?
chores.
Yeah, have you heard this word? Chores.
No,
Chores means
chores.
those activities that you do for your household.
Oh,
But in Hindi, Bengali, and Urdu, chore means thief. Okay, that is the bit shocking part that a word in English may be a bad word in another language. Okay, let's recap the zero conditional quickly.
mm,
So if you see the formula on the screen, if, unless, when, subject present simple, comma, subject present simple. Like if you heat water to 100 degree, it boils. Okay, and I'm sure you know this water boils if you heat it to 100 degree. Hello, Nishad, welcome. Oh, thank you very much. I got a new subscriber. If you're free, please do join Nishad. I've invited you. Then water, unless you heat water to 100 degree, it doesn't boil. If you remember, you use unless in context of negative sentence.
mm,
Like I say, Professor, Assistant Professor I, unless you tell us the truth, you're in trouble, for example.
mm.
Okay, so water doesn't boil unless you heat it to 100 degrees Celsius. Look, the same sentence pattern we can explain in different way. Like when you heat water to 100 degree, it boils. Okay. Can you please read out this example?
Okay, teacher. If you eat a lot, you put on weight. When you eat a lot, you put on weight. Unless you eat a lot, you don't put on weight.
You see, this is another zero conditional example because it is showing you real life situation. If you eat a lot,
But some people like eat much but still slim.
yeah, that is a rare case. We are explaining in a general concept.
Oh,
That is the amazing part, you know. When we are giving example, there is always um, exception. Remember that. Especially in English language is a crazy language. Seriously, when I study
yeah. My
more,
professor, when I was studying at master degree, also said like that. English is crazy like.
okay. All right. So these are the other examples.
He should ask you, teacher.
Now you're not open section. I can see you. You have to
Yeah,
possibly
we
re-log
are.
in. I'm not able to see
Yeah.
you, but I'm inviting you one more time. Let me see if you can join or not. It doesn't show that you have joined. It's a glitch sometimes. So what you have to do, Nishad, you have to log out and re-log in. Okay. All right. So please rejoin because I don't see you. Now this Hello has this much of updated technology. If any of my subscribers comes on the live stream, at the left hand side it shows that this person is present. Okay, so there is another example. If it doesn't rain for a long time, the earth gets very dry. Unless it doesn't rain for a long time, the earth gets very dry. Okay, I'm sure you understand this. Yes, zero. Let's go
Yeah.
move on to the first conditional quickly. Okay, first conditional. We use first conditional to talk about a realistic situation in the present or future. This is the first explanation, okay? So the structure of the first conditional is as follows. If present simple, then we can use either will or can or must, then imperative form. Do you know the imperative form? Um,
No.
okay, so imperative form is that form when we use simple a verb like go home, come here, take it, do it. It's like a kind of order, or it could be a request as well. I have tried second times to add you, Nishad. It came as unsuccessful. There might be two reasons. Possibly you're not here. Number two, possibly your network connection is very unstable. Okay. So that is the formula. If have you noted it? If present simple, comma, subject, will, verb, can verb, must verb, imperative. The first conditional is also called conditional type 1. Is a structure used for talking about possibilities in the present or in the future. Here are some examples. Like, if you are free later, we can go for a walk. Is that clear, Assistant Professor I?
Yeah, yeah.
So the first part is present, indefinite or simple. In the second part, we can use either we can, we must, or we will. and one sentence can be explained in a different ways. We can go for a walk if you're free later. As long as you're free later, we can go for a walk. This is also another kind of type 1 conditional. Like you can say to your students, dear students, if you are free, please join my lecture later. Okay. Or if you are free, you can join my lecture. Okay, you can join my lecture. You can join my lecture if you're free. Similarly, okay. If they're hungry, I'll make some sandwiches. Here is an amazing part. This word.
What about I'm going to teacher?
I'm coming back there. Did you see these two words on the comment section?
Yeah, sandwich, handsome.
Remember, in this word, though there are D, the D is silent in both cases. We don't say handsome, it is handsome, and it is sandwich, not sandwich. This is one of the
Sandwich.
common wrong pronunciations we try to use very often. This is sandwich, handsome.
Sandwich, handsome.
Very good. Okay, what's your question again?
What about going to? I'm be going to, like, when you are hungry, I'm going to make some sandwiches.
Okay,
Is it?
that is grammatically correct, but that doesn't follow in that case a conditional, because
Mm,
conditional has some specific rules and guidelines. That is also correct. Okay, once again, I'm just repeating. If you're hungry, I'm going to buy, but generally we don't say like this. Assistant Professor I. Okay, we don't say if you're hungry, I'm going to buy. We say if you're hungry, I'll buy, or I can buy. Okay, that doesn't sound natural to me, or maybe you'll understand. Like I say that, hey, if you're hungry, I'll buy food for you. Okay, though I'm going to, it can be used in future, simple present continuous, but in that case, it may not be suitable. Simply is if you're hungry, I will, or I can. So it's better to use the formula and move from there. Look at this example, please. If you're not back by 5 p.m., would I like to read it, please?
yeah, yeah. If you are not back by 5 p.m., give me a ring. Give me a ring if you are not back by 5 p.m. Unless you are not back by 5 p.m., give me a ring.
Okay, this is basically a zero conditional. You see, this is not first conditional. In first conditional, you have to write like this. If you are not back by 5 p.m., you will call me. Okay, or you can call me.
Okay.
That is just a test. I'm trying to add Nishad one more time. I don't know what's happening. Now, next one. If he studies hard, he'll do well in the exam. Okay, Dr. Mesh is back. Let me bring him. Welcome back. Dr. Mesh, welcome back. Uh-oh, we lost you again. He's back again. Welcome back, Dr. Mesh. Dr. Mesh, can you hear me?
Having some network issues.
But it shows that you're on the hop on section. Would you like to try speaking so that I can understand? Okay, I'm adding you one more time, Dr. Mesh. Hmm. I'm trying to add him, but I don't know what's the problem. Okay, look at this example. Can you please give me an example similarly?
Mm, if if you exercise
Mm-hmm.
more, you will be healthier.
Yes. If you exercise more, you will be healthier. Very good. I'm trying to add you, Dr. Mesh. I don't know what's the problem. Okay, one more time. That's great. So if you exercise daily, you'll be healthier. That's really a good example of first conditional. Oh, someone is walking beside you.
My stuff.
Okay. Look, next one. If you were arrive late, we must get a taxi.
Let's get.
So we must get a taxi if we arrive late. Okay. This is another example. He will call if he needs help. Can you please do this in a different way? This sentence.
If he needs help, he will call.
Very good. So he must call if he needs help. You can say another way.
Yes.
Okay. Take a break if you are tired. Okay. Another way to make first conditional sentence is to use unless, only if, except. As with if, the word unless can never be followed by will, but only by the present simple. Okay. I've invited one more time, Dr. Mash. I can see that you're here. For example, unless you hurry up, you won't catch the bus. Okay.
Mm,
I'll carry on doing this work unless my boss tells me to do something else. Another one. Okay.
okay.
Can you please give an example with unless?
I will give my student good mark unless
Mm-hmm.
they they don't they
Make a complete sentence, please. You're nearly there. You're nearly there. You're doing great.
oh my gosh. Mm,
You are nearly there, Assistant Professor I.
oh my god, it's hard, teacher.
Okay,
Mm,
let me help you. You said I will ask my students for the mock test unless, mhm, they said that they are not ready, or they said they unless they said they are ready. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so remember that the words should be meaningful and sentence must be logical
Oh.
and sensible.
Okay.
Okay, look at the second example. We'll stay at home unless the weather improves.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
now if you like to make another sentence with unless with the second sentence similar to
Mm.
second sentence.
I'll go to the office unless
Hmm.
unless I sick.
Okay, so we don't say I sick, I'm sick.
I'm sick. I'm sick.
Okay, I will go to the office and I will not go to the office. Actually, you see that case, which means that you don't want to go to the office when you're sick.
Mm.
Or look, I will go to the office if you say unless I am okay, I'm all right, I'm healthy, I'm fit.
Mm.
I'm also having issues, Dr. Mesh. I tried to add you like Nishad few times.
Maybe you just can bring one one person teacher.
No, no. In subscribers lesson, I can bring all of them,
Oh.
whatever the people can subscribe to me. Okay, and I have reduced my class sizes. Previously, it was
Mm.
35 students. I have made it to 10 only. I
Mm.
don't want to bring more than 10 people in one lesson. It will be massacre.
Great.
Too crowded. It will be too difficult to to talk. Picture it if 10 students hop on in the same time, and I'll give them 5 minutes to talk. 50 minutes gone. Another 10 minutes is like chit chat. Okay, so there is no restriction for the lessons. How many people you can bring? The restriction applies only when you are conducting your public live stream. Okay, and
Okay.
with Hello Plus, six people is the maximum, and without Hello Plus, the normal 2 people only. And for me, I can bring in the public live stream maximum 6 people at a time. Okay, can you please read the sentences for the fast conditionals quickly?
Mm. If I don't have money, I
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't go to the supermarket.
Okay, but this is the example of zero conditional, whatever you have said.
Oh my god.
Remember, in first conditional,
Oh, yeah.
first part is present simple or present indefinite. Second part should be present future simple or future indefinite.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
You have to remember this. Okay.
If I get scholarship, I will go to Japan for study.
Yes, bravo. Good example. If I get a scholarship, I'll go to Japan for studies. Like if you study hard, you will be successful in life. If you work hard, you will achieve your goal. Okay. If I see her, I'll tell her that yeah, you are
I
looking for
love
her.
you.
I'll tell her that I love you. Yeah, that's also another first condition. But in love there shouldn't be any conditions. Yeah. Uh, Okay, did you ever say anyone that you love the person? Like Sarah, I?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, in the past.
In the past, okay. Was it a boy or girl?
both. Both. Because as a Muslim, we have to show our feeling to our brothers and sisters, especially our sister, maybe.
Mm-hmm. All right. I got your point. Okay, look at these examples. If it rains, I won't go to the park. Okay? Like if it snows, I will not go to work. Yeah? I will stay at home. If I study today, I'll go to the party tonight.
Okay.
Do you need to go?
No, no. Someone comes.
Okay. If I have enough money, I'll buy some new shoes. Look, this is a good example. If I have
Mm.
enough money, I'll buy a property. If I have enough money, I'll go to go to an expensive restaurant for food or dinner. Okay, if I have enough money, I'll buy a makeup box for you. I'll buy jewelry for you, for example. Yeah,
Wow.
I'll buy a diamond ring. Yeah,
Oh.
look, with this sentence pattern, you can make hundreds of similar sentences. Okay, she'll be late if the train is delayed. Okay, she'll miss the bus if she doesn't leave soon. These are some examples. It is also common to use this structure with unless, as long as soon as, in case, instead of. Okay, so you know that, yeah? I don't want to stay in London unless I get a well-paid job. I'll give you a key in case I'm not at home. You can go to the party as long as you're back by midnight. Okay, can you please make a sentence using as long as this pattern?
Mm. I will respect you as long as
You respect
you
me.
have a good manner.
As long as you respect me, yeah?
Yeah.
Or you have good manner, yeah? That's also correct. Congratulations for making two sentences. I will respect you as long as you respect me, or I will respect you as long as you are well mannered. Okay? But I respect everyone. Though you don't have well
Wow.
manner, that is the problem with me.
Wow. You are so kind, teacher.
Okay, I don't think we have to compare first conditional. Okay, second conditional. This is mostly used in many grammatical situations, especially in IELTS exam. The second conditional uses the past simple after if, then, would, and the infinitive. Do you remember what is infinitive?
Mm. What's that? I don't know. I don't remember. The infinitive.
Infinitive are those main verb or root verb in present form without s or es.
Mm.
Okay, let's go back to the example quickly. We can use were instead of was with I. Remember, this is the important part. In conditional, second conditional, after I, we must use were instead of was. And in case of third person singular number, we must use was. Were, sorry. So it has two uses. First, we can use it to talk about things in the future that are probably not going to be true. And maybe I'm imagining some dream, or for example, if I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. Remember this one, WON is one, similar spelling. Yes, similar, it's not spelling, similar pronunciation with one. ONE, one.
One.
So now in a conditional perspective in IELTS exam, they ask this question. Oh, tell me, if you won the lottery tonight, what would you do? Are you okay, Professor I?
Yeah,
Assistant.
yeah.
AP, I should say AP, Assistant Professor, shortenly. Now look at this pattern. If past simple,
Mm,
comma, then would,
mm.
infinitive. If I won the lottery today, I would buy a big property next month. Now my question is, if you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
Oh, I would buy a lot of shoes, bags, and sport cars. Sport car.
Okay. When remember that API, it is an important matter to use the whole sentence rather than I would buy. Yeah. Say like this: if I won the lottery, I would buy lot of shoes, bags, perfumes, and a sports car.
Mm.
Okay. Thanks for the donation, Simin. Always healthy, I think he meant. Okay, Dr. Mash is back. I'm trying to add him one more time. I can see his presence. The system has a new thingy. Great answer. If you won a lottery, is it Uncle Simil? Do you know him?
Yeah, we
Oh,
are friends here.
all right. Thank you very much for the donation. I think I spoke to you in your live stream. He was there.
Yeah,
Hmm. Okay. Now, next example would be, so probably I won't win the lottery and I will not buy a property. Okay. Next, that's very interesting sentence. If I met the Queen of England, I would say hello to her. Okay, I'm trying to add you one more time, Dr. Mash, that it came as an unsuccessful connection. I think you might have some unstable connection. My apology. I tried to bring every time it became as unsuccessful connection. Okay, now look at the sentence pattern. I would say hello if I met the Queen of England.
yeah, of course.
So when I met the Queen of England, I would say hello to her. I would say hello to the Queen when I met. Okay, in 4 ways. Now, this is the test for you. I've given an example. Would you like to read it?
Yeah, she would travel all over the world if she were rich. She were rich, or she was.
She, not she.
She,
She.
she,
She shoes.
she, she shoes,
Shoes. Za.
shoes.
Very good. Not shoes. Shoes is when you're asking someone to not to talk. Shh.
Oh,
We say like this. Shoes. She. I'm going to.
shoes.
We're going to
She.
practice a tongue twister for you. S sound. Okay. So she would. This is travel, not trouble. Remember, trouble is something else. Travel.
Travel.
TRA. I'm writing it. Hang on a second. Travel.
Why we use were, not was?
Travel.
Travel.
What
Travel.
what's your question?
Travel. Why we use were, not was.
Okay, I explained at the beginning. You may not have noticed it. In conditional sentence, we must use the unconditional verb, not the normal verb. Generally after I, we use was. Okay, after he,
Okay.
she, we use was. But in conditional, we must use were because it is a hypothetical or an imaginary situation. Like if I were rich, I would buy lots of properties in the UK. Each of the property in the UK is £500,000
Wow.
minimum. In some places, 2 million, 3 millions.
Oh.
Okay, so now did you get the rule? Where?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so can you please make a sentence with where?
I will I would visit my parents if I get holiday.
Okay, if you that is,
If I were
hang on a second.
getting holiday.
Hang on a second. The first sentence also correct, but that is in first conditional. I'll visit my parents if I am free. You said something like that, yeah? That is first conditional. But remember, in second conditional, we must use would, not will, and we must use were instead of was.
Mm,
Be careful about the sentence structure.
okay.
Visit my parents if I am on in holiday. That's fine. That's first conditional. That is also meaningful. Then
Mm,
you can say, I would visit my parents if I were healthy.
mm, okay.
We must use would, remember, not will in first condition.
Oh,
Yes,
I
second condition. And that is the rule. Is it clear and understandable?
yeah.
So please make a sentence with would. First,
Would.
second conditional.
My husband would give me money if he if if he were mm, getting money. Oh my god.
Okay, you're nearly there. You just give up at the last moment. Don't give up when you're making sentences. My husband would give me money, and what is that second part? If he would,
If he were
if he were
if,
rich. Yeah, you
yeah.
have to say like this. My husband would give me money if he were rich.
Okay.
Remember, we have to use would and were.
Mm,
Otherwise, this structure will not be complete.
okay.
So once again, my husband would give me money if he were rich.
Or my husband would uh, buy helicopter.
Yes, yes, fine.
Helicopter
Yeah,
if he were rich.
very good. Now you got the sentence correctly. My husband would buy a helicopter if he were rich. He can buy a plane, I know that.
Because if just give money, I think it's kind of easy busy. No need to wait for rich.
Okay. Right. So if he were rich, he would buy a helicopter for me.
Mm,
Okay. If he were rich, he would buy a diamond ring for you.
yeah.
If he were rich, he would take a holiday to the USA.
Yeah.
If he were rich, he would take you to visit Australia and New Zealand together. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So that's a good example. Okay. I would study abroad if I got a scholarship. Look, your sentence is here.
Mm,
Now, I would study abroad if I got a scholarship. Can you say this sentence in a different way?
if I got scholarship, I would study abroad.
Very good. Or you can say, I would study abroad when I got a scholarship.
When?
I would not study abroad unless I got a scholarship.
Hmm.
It's a different way.
Okay.
Okay, now look at the next sentence pattern. If I were him, I would not do that. Like if I were you, I would not do that. Or if I were him, I would not do that. Did you get the sentence structure?
Yeah.
Now, next question is the IELTS cue card condition question. If you were the
Ooh.
prime minister of your country, what three major problems would you resolve? What would be your answer?
I would.
Hang on, that is I have written I would. You have to use the whole sentence first to answer. Then
Okay. I would give
no, no.
free.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Please, one is listen to the question pattern. Use the question pattern first to answer.
Okay. Okay.
So
If I were the PM of my country,
yes, that's the thing I wanted to hear. That's very good. Bravo. If I were the prime minister of my country,
I would give free education for all
citizens, plural.
citizens,
Hmm.
and I would give hikes, hike my hike minimum income for all employees,
Okay,
and I would give opportunities to study to all teacher and lecturers in my country.
very good. Third one.
Hmm?
So, how many points have you explained? Three or two?
Three.
Okay,
Give free education for all citizens and uh, hike income, hike basic income
ha-
for employees,
uh-huh.
and give opportunity to teacher and lecturer to study.
Okay, you have used a word hike income. How do you spell it? Can you please write it in the comment section?
Hike, 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 hike,
Please write it. Maybe it's a new word for me. High income, not hike. It is high.
hike, hike, hike,
Okay, we don't
hike.
we don't say high income in this aspect in the perspective. You have to say I have to increase their income.
Oh, increase,
Yeah,
increase.
and This sound is high. G is silent.
High.
Okay.
High.
Thigh. Similarly, thigh. Time. Yeah, similar thigh and look at the thigh. Thigh, similar sound. Thai,
Thigh.
Thailand Thai
Thigh.
and Thighs Thai.
Oh my god. I guess it's like
No, it is
thigh.
high than Thai.
Mm.
And how about this one?
Which higher education.
Higher education. That's great. How about this one? I'm writing it another word.
High, highly appreciated.
Highly.
High, highly appreciated.
Say it 5 times, please. Highly,
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 highly.
highly,
Number 5 times. Highly.
highly,
Highly appreciated.
highly appreciated.
Sha, not sa. Look, in as there are three different sounds. One is sa, another sha, another sh. Okay. In this case, highly
Appreciated.
appreciated.
Highly appreciated.
Very good. So remember, if it is a difficult sound, you must practice it at home when you're free. Highly appreciated, for example.
Highly appreciated.
Very good. So, Dr. Mash is back again. Let me see if I can bring him. He said he's having some connection issue. That's great. Remember, Assistant Professor I. Hey, welcome back.
Hi,
At
doctor.
last.
Hello,
Finally.
teacher. Am I audible?
You are audible. At last you're back after much
Oh my
difficulties.
god. Yeah, Addison, I had some network disturbance. I don't know the reason. Like my internet was quite okay, but when I use Hello, it just stopped dropping down at a sudden for no reason.
Okay. So I
So
believe
many
I
users,
believe
I
that
think.
you are known to each other, Dr. Mash and Assistant Professor I from Indonesia.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. So
I've been to her live stream multiple times.
right. Okay. Great. Now, Dr. Mash, if you remember, I was explaining to her zero conditional first and second conditional. Okay. And I was asking a
Oh,
question.
okay.
You can see it in the on the screen. If you were the prime minister of your country, what three major problems would you resolve? So, if you can give some ideas for Professor I, would be great. How she could answer this question in a fantastic way. Dr. Mash, we've got 7 minutes more.
Oh, you are not audible. Dr. Mash.
Okay. Can you please try to speak, Dr. Mash? It looks like I can hear this noise from your side. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. We lost him again. Oh, he's back. I'm sending request one more time. Okay, remember that when you're giving any explanation for three major problems, we must make bullet point and mention the numbers. Number one, or firstly, I will make the education free for all the citizens. Number two, I will increase the salary for all working class people. Number three, I will, what was the last thing you said? I will make sure the teachers get appropriate training, right? Something like that you said. And remember this word high. It is a difficult word for you. You must practice it at home. High, thigh,
Hi. Hi.
thighs,
Hi.
Hi.
Like
Similarly,
hi.
hi. Yeah, hi. Thai.
Hi.
Thai. Next word. Okay.
Okay.
Dr. Mash's voice is breaking. I reckon the poor connection. Possibly. Okay. I have also noticed sometimes some of your sounds are not correct at all.
Mm.
Can you please read the comment I have written?
Oh my god. She sells sea shells at the seashore.
Very good. Lovely. Wow. Most of the people at the first instance they make wrong, pronunciation, but you have pronounced all of the words correctly. She sells at the seashore. Okay. Next one. I'm writing here.
She sits in a shiny place to shine the shoes.
Very good. Bravo. Dr. Mash, by the way, I have invited you one more time. Looks like it came as an unsuccessful connection.
1 minute left.
Yeah, 2 minutes, less than 3 minutes. However, you can join me later, both of you, when I make a public live stream after on
Okay.
the way to work. Yeah, both of you, you're welcome again. And this problem comes mostly from the web. But if I
Yeah.
conduct the live stream from my mobile, that's fine. You can join me
Oh,
straight away
yeah.
in the twinkle of an eye. Okay, that's good. So that will be our today's discussion up to now because we've got only 2 minutes. Okay, the last example. Would you like to read it, please, quickly?
Okay. If she ever studied, she would pass the exam. When she studied, she would pass the exam. She would pass the exam when she studied.
Right. Very good. Okay, dear viewers, it's going to be the last minute, 1 minute and 50 seconds. And as you might be aware, Assistant Professor I and Dr. Mash, it is a time controlled lesson. It will shut down automatically when it becomes
Yeah.
0. And we've got 1 minute 39 seconds. Thank you very much. Whatever you
Thank
have learned, my suggestion would be please have a look later. And if you've got any question, please always contact me through the email or the message chat group so that I can answer your questions.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
and
Have a
Dr. Mash
good
and,
day.
Nishad, I tried to add quite a few times. I don't know what's the problem. I was not able to add you. Though I was able to add Dr. Mash twice, but the connection got disconnected automatically after a few seconds. It's much likely this his connection is unstable from his side. Okay, any other questions before we finish it? Hi.
No, teacher.
All right. Thank you very much once again for joining.
My pleasure, teacher. Have a great day.
You too. And I'll see you later. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank,
Bye
thanks,
bye.
and bye.